What could have possibly possessed me to play Osu Lazer today? That is a great question. Today we're recording a good old-fashioned Osu video. It's been a while since I've recorded one and not just made one from stream clips. And today we're playing on Lazer because it's been quite a while since I last played it. So I thought we would check it out to see if anything's changed. You know, how's it looking? The future of Osu right here. Osu Lazer in the big 26. Wilted flower emoji. I'm gonna try and look at this from a more critical perspective this time. I feel like the first time I played it, I was still quite new to Osu, so I didn't really have a whole lot of opinions. But today I'll kind of give more of my opinion and my feedback on what I think it's like and what could maybe be changed. And right off the rip, I gotta say, I really like the logo. I know it's been through a few iterations. Rest in peace, the nipple. But I actually think this is pretty cool. I do wish, like, I really like the moving background, but I kind of wish it looked a little more like the current logo. If they could make the pattern look like the current pattern, but have that be moving, I think that would be really cool. I'm like 2 minutes into this video and I already have so much shit to say. I actually don't mind this a whole lot. I think the stable version is better. The sort of vertical layout. The animation's cool though. If they could have this animation, but have the icons maybe pop out kind of vertically. Okay, now this I can tell is different, but it's been so long since I played Lazer, I don't exactly know what's different. Okay, I know up here they used to have the image. I like this better. This is so clear. I actually really like this. I liked this the first time I played Lazer, but I like it even better now. Like, this is just so easy to tell what's going on. I feel like with stable, all of this information is clustered together, and even after playing the game for almost 3 years now, my eyes are still just like darting around trying to find the information. This is really clear. I like this. I think over here with the songs, I'm trying to tell. I feel like it was very angular the first time I played. You know what? Let me just watch my old video so I can actually get a refresh here. Yeah, okay, so looking at my old video, it seemed like there was a lot on the screen in the old video. You know what? To be honest, there's still kind of a lot on the screen. As much as I like this, I feel like it could maybe be a little smaller. Global, what does this look like? I don't like this. I hate this. It's a cool concept, but like, see the way this just gets cut off here? That's so weird to me. It looks great. This visually looks great. I just don't like the slant. In the old video, they were just vertical. Like, it was just straight. So why can't they do that again? Okay, if they had this design, but just have it be straight and have it be a bit smaller, it feels like it's like right in the middle of my screen. My screen feels clustered. Okay, enough yapping. Let me just let me just play some maps here. Okay, let's play this. Let's play this as a quick little warm up here. Ooh. Okay. I didn't get a chance to do any of that. I forgot that I even had this skin on. I feel like the first time... I can't remember what skin I used, but I just know that it like didn't work. I like this leaderboard a lot more. I think in the first video they had it like tucked up in the corner and it looked really ugly. I like this. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We still got the same sort of game screen thing here. I low-key like kind of already have my mind made up about Lazer, I'm not gonna lie, but let me play a few more maps so that it seems like I'm actually thinking about what I'm gonna say. I don't have a whole lot of maps. How do I import my maps? I know this is something I should have done when I first set up Lazer, but how to import maps Osu Lazer. I'm so fucking sick of the AI overview. Jesus Christ, on Google. Okay, I don't know how to import maps. And when I fucking Google it, the first thing that comes up is GitHub. Okay, fuck it. I'm not going through that. I'll just hand download maps. Okay, my narco addiction. This is a 5-minute map. So I'm not exactly sure why I am trying to play this, because I already know that it's like a stream map, but fuck it, we ball. The slider head accuracy is so jarring. I keep getting 100s and like not knowing why. Oh my god, that's such a bad miss. I was actually doing good. Wait, what are the X's? Slider ends? Oh yeah, slider ends. It's not actually that bad. 96 act. Look at me, huh? No more aim slop. Willingly picking long, bursty stream maps. You know what? I don't know if it's placebo, but the gameplay feels smoother. Something about the gameplay does feel smoother. It feels like clear, like it's higher resolution and slightly smoother. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, I know we're only 2 maps in. I gotta talk some more because I feel like I have a lot on my mind. There are some things that I really like about Lazer, but then there's some things that I just fucking hate. Hate's a strong word, just dislike, I guess. I like the direction they're going visually. I hate the direction they're going in terms of layout. There's something to be said about the simplicity of stable. I feel like everything, and that's the same with everything in the world. It's getting so fucking complicated. Like, I made this comparison before multiple times, but it's my favorite one because it's actually so true. But the Minecraft launcher nowadays is cancer. The old Minecraft launcher was peak. More doesn't always mean better, and we haven't even scratched the fucking mods. Oh, that is very cool. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. I was like mid-sentence and I was like, what does this actually do? That's cool. But yeah, I currently love everything that I'm seeing on my screen, but this whole section here needs to be like more pushed up and spread outwards, and the leaderboards need to be more pushed to the side so that there's just more room to breathe in the middle. The result screen, I think stable is objectively better. Again, it's just like, it's a classic. The layout is classic. You know, you get a score, you scroll down to see your PP. Oh my god, was that a new top play? That's just so classic, man. If they could find a way to just keep the stable result screen and maybe combine some elements from Lazer, I think that would be the best of both worlds. That was kind of dog shit. It feels harder to like act or to aim, and I feel like that's because it's smoother. Am I compensating for like some weird delay that stable has? That is so, like, it's so easy for me to act aim maps on stable with hidden hard rock. For some reason it's impossible on Lazer. Yeah, this result screen just isn't the same. It's not the same, man. Okay, what if they put the leaderboard on the right side, put all these stats on the left like it is in stable, and then when you click on the circle for more details, it just like replaces all the score that's on the left side. You know what I mean? It's hard to describe what I mean. I know what I mean in my head, and I don't know if when I'm editing this later I'm gonna be all that bothered to construct my own visual representation. You know, I do like you can press the retry button, the tilde key, from the result screen and it retries. You can't do that on stable. I also like how responsive, look at this. That is so snappy. All my retry spammers are rejoicing right now. That is so snappy. Now, on the incredibly rare chance that someone from the team, the Osu team, Peppy, I don't know, someone, anyone is watching this, if there is one thing that you could add to get me to switch to Lazer, it would be a separate volume dial for song select volume. This is something that should be in Lazer, and it's something that should be in stable. Please, if there is anyone out there watching this that has connections to the Osu team, get them to add that and I will unironically switch to Lazer. I've been playing Osu now for 3 years, and regardless of whether I'm making a video or I'm just playing in my own time, I fucking hate when I'm being blasted in the song select menu, especially because I know me and everyone else will often alt tab out of Osu, maybe to take a break, watch a video, check Discord or something. I don't want the best of both worlds playing in my ears 20 times over at full volume. And I don't care that I can just hit alt and scroll down, just hit alt, scroll down, or hit this button to mute it entirely. I don't want to have to do that. There should be just a separate option. It's something that's in every game. In every game, you have an option to turn down menu music. Why is it not in Osu? And like, look at the circles over here. There's so much space. Like, you could just easily add like master, put master on top or something, then effect, music, and menu. It would actually be such a game changer, especially for like streamers. Nobody talks when they play. Everyone talks when they're in the menu. So you should be able to just have that as a separate option. Please. Okay, I'm saying it right now. If they add that, I will 100% switch to Lazer. I do not care. I'm going full-time Lazer if they add that. Okay, let me play like one more map here. And let me play Eugen. A year ago, come on, man. We can surely beat that. I've been practicing streams. We can surely beat this. Ooh. I like that. I like the sound it makes. It lets you know that something's happening. And you know what? I do fucking hate unstable when you toggle the scoreboard and this big wall of text comes right across the screen. So I like that. I really like that. Another point for Lazer. And it's responsive too. A problem I have, so much yapping in this video. I'm sorry. This might not be the video for you. If you came here for gameplay, this is not the video. A problem I have is like, you know when you hit the tilde key to retry and like you barely scratch the fucking tab key, it like brings open the leaderboard on stable. I don't know if anyone's had that problem. If you don't retry spam, then probably not, right? But almost every time I go to hit the tilde key on stable, I will like graze the tab and it brings up the scoreboard, and then you have to disable it, right? So then you start pressing tab, but it takes like 2 seconds for the tab to actually like kick in. You know what I mean? You can't just press tab the second you restart a map. Whereas on Lazer, if I press the tilde key and tab at the same time, it's not doing anything. So now I don't have that problem. Now I can retry spam and it's not gonna accidentally open the leaderboard, and if it does, you just like, boop, like really quickly do it. I like that. I fucking like that. Lazer's winning me over today, guys. I won't lie. Okay, I gotta be honest. I am not warmed up enough to play this shit. I feel like I've barely played today because I've spent most of the session just talking. Okay, while I take a little break here, let me talk about the main issue I think Lazer has. The gloves coming off for this one. I think Lazer hate is forced. Okay, hey, I know. Unpopular opinion, I think the Lazer hate is forced. I think stable is a little bit better right now because it's just more established. And like I said, there's still just some things about Lazer that kind of rub me the wrong way. Basically just everything that I've already mentioned in the video. I'm not going to say them again. I think the biggest problem Lazer has is it's doing too much at once. I know Lazer is kind of Peppy's passion project, and I don't know a single thing about coding or developing, so I don't know, is like Lazer on some better engine or better code that makes it like smoother, and that's kind of, you know, why we're making a new version instead of just updating stable. I think the jump from stable to Lazer is just like, it's so big. If Peppy was to have made a second stable, the exact same game, but called it Lazer and said, hey guys, new client, run smoother, nobody would have had a problem jumping to the new client because it runs smoother, because it's still the exact same as the old client. And then from there, you kind of like slowly change things over time. The fact that there's so many changes at once, I feel like it's just so hard for people to switch. But at the same time, like, I do agree. I think Osu needs that change. I know I've only been in the community 3 years. I kind of still view myself, to be honest, as like a beginner. It's kind of weird. I feel like Osu is very 50-50. You have a lot of people that have been playing the game for like 10 years, maybe more, maybe like slightly less. And then you have a lot of people that pick it up for 6 months to scratch their ADHD, and then they quit the second they hit a plateau or find a new hobby to fixate on. The game can't stay the same forever, but how do you change it and update it without changing the core of what Osu is? You know what I mean? I do empathize with Peppy. You know, it must be fucking tough, man. Especially because it's not like a big game where you have a super diverse range of people with different opinions. Like, Osu is pretty niche. It is a very niche community. I think that's part of what makes it cool, but it's also what hinders it sometimes in terms of progress, you know, trying to switch to a new client. I don't hate Lazer. I don't. I just like the simplicity of stable and the fact that everyone's on stable. I feel like that's another thing. It's kind of like the whole CSGO, CS2 thing. People just wanted slightly better graphics, and then Valve was like, here's a completely different game. And CS2 is just not CSGO. The community just felt like it got divided when it switched to CS2, and I wonder when stable is eventually phased out, is it going to create that same break in the community as with Counter-Strike? I don't know. Am I rambling? Absolutely. Let's play this map and wrap this shit up, boys. I cannot guarantee that I will actually beat my score from a year ago. That was awful. Trying to act on Lazer is so tough. I think, like, because it feels smoother, I feel like was I compensating for some just weird delay that stable has this whole time? Let's go. Let's go. 12 missed. That's pretty good. And we got the accuracy up quite a bit. And we beat the combo too. Nice. We take those. We take those. All right. That's going to do it for today. That was Osu Lazer in the Big 26. Closing thoughts? That actually wasn't that bad. That was so much better than the first time I tried it. They've definitely made a lot of changes and a lot of positive changes. I know there's still so much more to the game in terms of skinning and mapping. I feel like what I did today was just a good demonstration of how a typical player would just go about experiencing everything and using the client. Personally, I would not be outraged if tomorrow I just had to switch to Lazer, but I still absolutely get the love for stable. And like I said, I will continue to play on stable unless, of course, a certain someone wants to add a menu volume option. Lazer aside, this was really nice actually to just record a classic Osu video again. I had a lot of fun today. Of course, my Twitch is in the description and I will be streaming Osu, but going forward, yeah, I don't know. I think I might just stick to videos, man. I know I said in my last video I might try and find a way to combine them. Maybe if I get like a really cool play or something funny happens on stream, I'll include that in the video. But we might just be back. We might just be back to the classic Osu videos. For now though, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one.